Some worms grow inside a ripe, juicy peach. Others are born inside a rotting animal carcass. One lives in sweetness, the other in death. But together, they shape the hidden balance of the natural world. Today we're diving into the strange story of vegetarian versus carnivorous worms, the worms that live in fruit, and the worms that eat meat. The so-called fruit worms are actually the larvae of Drosophila, the famous fruit fly. They grow inside overripe fruit, feeding on sugars, yeasts, and fermentation. These tiny creatures are more than pests. They're one of the most important organisms in science. Their DNA helped us understand heredity, genetics, and even human diseases. Now meet their darker cousins, the meatworms, larvae of blowflies and flesh flies. These species, like Lucilia, Calliphora, or Sarcophaga, live in dead animals. They're the first to arrive at a corpse, often within minutes of death. While fruit worms recycle plant sugars, these worms recycle protein, accelerating decomposition. Fruit worms represent the bright side of decay, fermentation, sweetness, new beginnings. Worms represent the dark side, rot, endings, and the breakdown of flesh. Opposites, but both essential for life to continue. Some carnivorous worms are medical heroes. Hospitals use sterile larvae of the green blowfly to clean dead tissue from wounds. The worms eat the infected flesh and leave healthy tissue untouched. Yes, worms can save your life. Fruit worms can detect alcohol from far away. They literally follow the scent of fermentation like a trail leading home. When a fallen fruit lies too close to a dead animal, both species may meet. And in that confrontation, the carnivores almost always win. Some species of metatine larvae produce a faint bioluminescent glow. Imagine a corpse glowing softly from the inside. Nature's strangest lantern. Forensic scientists can estimate the time of death just by studying meatworms. Each stage of larval growth acts like a biological clock. Throughout history, humans have sensed something supernatural about worms. In some Egyptian texts, worms that appeared on a corpse weren't just pests. They were guardians, destroyers of corrupted matter, keeping evil spirits at bay. In Mesoamerican traditions, worms in fruit signaled divine sweetness. When the fruit fermented, it meant the gods had touched it. It was ready for sacred drink. In medieval Europe, fruit worms were symbols of prosperity, a home filled with ripe food. But meatworms? They were omens of sickness, plague, and death approaching. Two worms. One born from sweetness, one born from decay. One symbolizes the beginning of life, the other, the end. Yet both are part of the same cycle. The eternal transformation where life feasts on death and death makes way for life. So next time you see a tiny worm inside a peach, or hear about worms in a carcass, remember, you're looking at two sides of nature's most ancient cycle, the vegetarians and the carnivores, the sweet and the corrupt, the light and the dark.